Hi to everyone, welcome back to Vijita Rajkumar online classes for the MPSW Medical Health Fitness and Vocational with Bridge Course online video classes. So today I am going to discuss about some of the important questions with answers in the subject of the zoology for the regular BPC as well as the intervocational BPC second year students. Okay, so already I discussed in previous videos like a 70% content the zoology and 30% content also I discussed. So even though once again I want to review the 70%. So what are the units will be deleted for the upcoming examination for the second year students in the subject of the zoology. Okay, so like unit 1 is the human anatomy and physiology 1 will be there, and human anatomy and physiology 2, human anatomy and physiology 3, like a human anatomy and physiology 4, like that will be there. So in this unit 1 again two partitions like a unit 1A, unit 1B. So in this already I have given this like here mark will be there, no, like a unit 1 again two partitions. So unit 1A digestion and absorption. So here this upcoming examination for the second year students, no need of read and no need of study for this unit. So this unit was deleted. Okay, digestion and absorption. Next unit 1B breathing and exhaling. As usual every topics will be there, like okay, only unit 1 in that also unit 1A is deleted. Okay, next coming to the okay, so genetics and organic evolution also deleted. Okay, na unit 7th is deleted for the upcoming examination, organic evolution. As usual all the units will be there except unit 1A and unit 7 will be deleted for the upcoming examination of the second year students. So this syllabus also applicable for the intervocational BPC students as well as the regular BPC students also. Okay, so we are moving on to the one by one. Okay, unit 1A is deleted. So unit 1B is the breathing and exchange of gases. So it is a short answers questions will be there, like explain the process of inspiration, expiration under normal conditions, and next what are the major transport mechanisms for carbon dioxide, explain. Okay, and next one is how is respiratory movements regulated in man, distinguish between IRV, ERV, inspiratory capacity and expiratory capacity and vital capacity and total lung capacity, and describe disorders of respiratory system. So this is all the syllabus I told, no. So just now I told this syllabus also applicable for the regular BPC as well as the intervocational students. Okay, so but if I see the like intervocational students, first question is important, second question also important, and like a third question. Okay, first question, second question, and fifth question also. Fifth questions last year the question was came. Last year this describe disorders of the respiratory system. So this is a very important question. This is expected for the final examinations. Okay, na? So last year this question was came. Okay, next, so remaining also will be there, but so already I told now, like if you see the bridge course students, so less topics will be there if you comparing to the regular BPC students. So that is the reason vocational students no need of study in depth. So superficially just side headings if you will study means you will get the little bit idea. If you have the idea you can score more marks in bridge course subjects also. Okay, so we are moving on to session one by one. So like first I will see the explain the process of inspiration, expiration under normal conditions. So here the process will be this question. So I didn't get any like model papers, so directly I have taken the pic from the textbooks. Okay, so many students have requested me please provide the English content, so that is the reason I prepared and I try to upload this content for you people. Okay, I hope this video is maybe helpful for you people. So we'll see the one by one. So much of so no need of worry about the so much of content is made has given. So why how we have to study, only less time will be there, so no need of worry about this. So briefly you have to read, and based on that whatever you are gaining, so that only you have to write for the examinations. Okay, here the mechanism of breathing is nothing but the overall like a respiration process will be there. Respiration is nothing but the exchange of gases between the inspiration and expiration. Inspiration means so atmospheric air, like oxygen will be there in the environment, so that is that air is we are inhaling inside of the body. Okay, that is called as inspiration. So expiration is nothing but like a impurified like a carbon dioxide that we have that we may exhale to outside. So that is called as a exchange of gases between the inspiration of the oxygen and expiration of the carbon dioxide. This process is known as the mechanism of breathing. Okay, so here the different will be there. Like a breathing is a means of maximizing a process of gaseous exchanges. So the movements of air into and outside of the lungs is carried out by creating a pressure gradient between the lungs and the atmosphere. Okay, I told no, like a inspiration inside and outside. Okay, so what we have to do, we are inhaling the oxygen to our body and exhaling the carbon dioxide to the outer side. So this is a process, so it's called as a respiration or breathing. Okay, so like how the some of the muscles will be helpful for the breathing. So here the like if you see the like a here the one red mark will be there, like a red phrenic muscles. Okay, inspiration, here they are given inspiration, intake of atmosphere air into the lungs is called as inspiration. So what we are doing here, intake of atmospheric air. So atmospheric air, well, it is consisting of what? It's consisting of the oxygen. So into the lungs is called as inspiration. It is an active process. It takes place by the contraction of the muscles of the diaphragm. So what are the muscles are helpful for the mechanism of breathing? So we have tried to hear the muscles of the diaphragm and the external and intercostal muscles are very helpful for the breathing of the respiration. It's clear. So this question is, it may come for the 2 marks questions. So this is the first I am going to discuss about the 4 marks questions. So mechanism of breathing is a 4 marks questions. In this also they may ask the 2 marks questions. So here the like I will show you. So this question, okay, this question I told no. So this question it may come for the 2 marks questions. So in this also, okay, it's clear. Okay, what are the muscles are helpful, or what are the muscles are helpful for the respiration process? So what we have to write here, the muscles of the diaphragm, external and intercostal muscles are very helpful for the movements for the mechanism of breathing. Okay, so and here the contractions you have tried everything, like a different here you have tried. So mainly you have to hear the mechanism of breathing is nothing but the like a inspiration and expiration you have tried. So this diagrams also you have to draw it in nightly, so then only you will get the more marks. It's clear. So superficially I am telling, but you have to go through the question and answers. Okay, okay, so here the contractions are nothing but some of the contraction relaxations will be there. Okay, if you will see the according to diagram, so here the air entering lungs, entering into the lungs is known as a inspiration. So what will happen if we are inhaling the air into our body? So ribs and sternum raised automatically. So what will happen if the ribs and sternum raised with the help of the air? Automatically the volume of thoracic increased. Okay, here it is known as a rib cage. So diaphragm also contracted, like this will be there. Okay, this is contraction, this is the relaxation will be there. Okay, so when we are inhaling the air into our body, automatically the diaphragm will be contracted like this. Okay, and next if you are see the okay, so when you are exhaling the air from the inside to outside, what will happen here? Air expelled from lungs, here the ribs and sternum return to the original positions. Okay, so when it is has like a contraction, so when we are inhaling the air into our body, automatically the diaphragm will be contracted like this. Okay, so when we are exhaling air expelled from lungs, so when we are exhaling to the outside, what will happen? Again the diaphragm will be came to the normal positions. Okay, so automatically the volume of the thoracic decreased. Okay, so this is the mechanism process will be there. Okay, okay, next question. So this question they may ask like this. Okay, what are the major transport mechanisms for the carbon dioxide? Explain. Okay, so this is also, if you see the, so I provided questions, no 2 marks questions, like a 4 marks questions also. In that the question will be like this. Okay, once again I want to repeat the question. What are the major transport mechanisms for the carbon dioxide? Explain. So here the transport of carbon dioxide will be the carbon dioxide is transported in 3 ways. Okay, first one is in dissolved state, and second one is in carbino compounds, and next one is the here as bicarbonates. So like this you have to write. Okay, So with the formulas as it is, so according to first you read carefully and based on that you have to write the content. Okay, here the question is the what are the major transport mechanisms for the carbon dioxide, explain. So that is the question. So this is the answer. Okay, 3 ways carbon dioxide is transported in 3 ways. Okay, dissolved state and carbino compounds, and last one is as bicarbonates. It's clear. So formulas definitely you have to, don't forget to write the formulas like a CO2 plus H2O, okay, H3, okay, like this you have to write everything, like little bit you have to write the matter, and based on that you have to write, then only you will get the marks. Okay, so next coming to this question, so 2 questions. First one is the mechanism of breathing, first 4 marks question. Second one is what are the major transport mechanisms for the for carbon dioxide, explain. This is the second question. And next coming to the, sorry, this is a very important, last year this question came. Okay, disorders of the respiratory system. Okay, asthma is a disorder difficult in breathing caused due to the inflammation of the bronchi, bronchioles. It is characterized by spasm of smooth muscles present in the walls of the bronchi and bronchioles. Okay, na? So this is one of mainly the problem is related to the respiratory system. Okay, so the mainly whoever having the asthma is like a genetic family history will be there, like if the mother may have this problem, automatically some children may have the 50 chances will be there, like they may have the like a seasonal problem. So when the cool time, when the cool situation like a winter season, most of the people whoever having the like asthma, so they will feel the difficulty in breathing. Okay, why they are feeling the difficulty in breathing means it is a mainly inflammation of the bronchial and bronchioles. Automatically the bronchioles will be closed like this, so that is the reason they are unable to breathe properly. Okay, it is mainly how we can identify characterization is nothing but like a signs and symptoms. Spasm or smooth muscles present in the walls of the bronchi and bronchioles, like different like symptoms will be there, like a coughing, difficulty in breathing, wheezing. Okay, in the disease of asthma, allergen causes release of histamine. Okay, so release of histamine is nothing but how this problem will be there. So this is a drug of choice for the, if they will have the any allergy. So how we can prevent this allergy? By taking the histamine and other inflammatory substances which may cause the constriction of the bronchi. Okay, so only no need of writing this much explanation, at least you have tried the asthma. Asthma means what? You have tried it. Okay, at least 2-3 lines you can write it. Okay, no problem for that. Okay, next coming to the first one is asthma, second one is emphysema. It is a chronic disorder. Chronic is nothing but the 2 problems will be like acute and chronic. Acute is nothing but on short time of time. It may be days, weeks, or short. If the problem will be occur within the fraction of time, like minutes, hours, days. Okay, chronic means like history of years. Okay, like diabetes, heart disease. It may not come in the spot. Okay, they may have the problem like a history of like a 7 years, 5 years, 10 years, like that they will do. This is a chronic, it is called as a chronic diseases. Okay, next in which the alveolar walls are damaged and their walls collapse due to which respiratory surface area of the exchange of gases is decreased. Okay, like it you have to write at least it better to write the side headings. Okay, first one is the asthma, second one is emphysema, third one is the bronchitis. Itis is nothing but the inflammation, any infection enter into the body. So here the bronchi means bronchioles is one of the part of the respiratory system. Okay, here the itis, inflammation of the bronchi of the lungs. Okay, resulting in the swelling of the mucus lining of the bronchi, increased mucus production and decrease in the diameter of the bronchi. So what are the symptoms will be the chronic cough, continuously they will cough. Okay, and with thick mucus. So not only cough, they will also like they will have the cough with thick sputum. Okay, it is also called the phlegm. Okay, next one is the pneumonia. So pneumonia is a very dangerous. Now it is not only specific to the children, everyone may have this problem. Some adult people also they will die due to the pneumonia. So this we never care for this one, we never negligent if there will anybody will occur the pneumonia. So we have to very careful by providing the care and treatment, then only we can subside this problem. Okay, like pneumonia is infection of the lungs caused by the bacteria such as Streptococcus, pneumonia, and also by certain viruses, fungi, protozoans, and mycoplasms. Symptoms include inflammation of the lungs, accumulation of the mucus in the alveoli. You have to remind this one. Pneumonia is mainly accumulation of the mucus in alveoli. So accumulation is nothing but the gathering of the gathering some of the mucus in the alveoli. So that will happen if the accumulated in the particular area. What will happen is the patient is unable to breathe properly. It will automatically collapse. It will automatically close. So and impaired exchange of gases leading to death if it is untreated. So that is the reason I told no starting itself. Pneumonia is a very silent and killer disease. That is the reason. So when we have any accumulation of the fluids like mucus in the alveoli of the lungs, so sometimes what will happen? There is an impaired exchange of gases. There is a proper may not have the proper exchange of gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen. So here what will happen? Some imbalance will be there. So that is the reason we may have the, if it is not treated properly, sometimes final death also it will come. Next, emphysema, chronic bronchitis and asthma come under chronic obstructive COPD. COPD is nothing but the chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. Okay, so what are the till now what are the problems we discussed? Asthma, and next one is emphysema, bronchitis, pneumonia. Okay, COPD. So these are all the problems that comes under one category. The category name is the COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It may not come within the fraction of time, within the 1 hour, within 2 hours. It may the patient may have the history of like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. That is called a chronic. Okay. Next one is occupational respiratory disorders. Occupation is nothing but it is related to the job. Okay, if the any persons will they may working in the particular companies, paper company, like a steel company. So according to like when they are exposed in the area, it may be production of the like any product. So during the process of the production, some of the gases may it release automatically. If you are exposing to that air, if you are inhaling automatically, what will happen? So here the some of the gases may inhale, so it may obstruct the alveolar bronchial in our lungs. So they are caused by exposure of the body to the harmful substances from certain industries, especially those involving grinding or stone breaking. So long-term exposure of the body, so such substances can give rise to inflammation of respiratory passage and lungs to leading to several disorders. Okay, I told no, occupation is nothing but related to job. If the any person is working in the particular companies, a steel company or any company, so some process will be there during the process of the production of the any product. What will happen? Some of the exposure of the harmful substances it may release to the outside of the environment. If you are exposed into a long time, what will happen? So we may inhale into our body. So it will obstruct the passage of the airway. Okay, so here the inflammation of the respiratory passage and lungs. Okay, like asbestosis, silicosis, siderosis, these are all the problems of the occupational respiratory disorders. This is also comes under respiratory disorders. Okay, it's clear. Pneumoconiosis, hemosiderosis, hyperthermia. Okay, and last one is the black lung disease, the lung disease that develops from inhalation of coal dust, coal mines. Okay, everything will be black, no? Okay, inhale if the automatical sometime during the process of their duty, automatical knowingly or unknowingly sometimes we may inhale the coal dust. So here a coal, maybe the color of the coal is the black. So we are inhaling means the accumulation of some black coal dust will be there in our lungs. We may have the black lung disease. They are commonly in long term coal mine workers. Okay, so these are all the like a respiratory disorders. It's clear. So next coming to the, so these are the questions. Once again you have to check it, ma. Okay, bridge course students only, very short answers you may have and short answers also you may have. Okay, bridge and regular bypass students 3 partitions will be like this one. Okay, like a bridge course students only this one only. If you will see the like a bypass students, only regular bypass students, they may have the 2 marks questions, they may have the 4 marks questions, they may have the 8 marks questions. So 3 questions only applicable for the regular bypass students, only 1 mark questions and 4 marks questions only applicable for the intermediate vocational students. Okay, bridge course students. Okay, till now I discussed like a 4 marks question, explain the process and major transport of mechanisms for carbon dioxide, okay, respiratory movements. So these are all some of the, so last I will give the some of the abbreviations. IRB means what, ERB means what. If anybody want to get the more marks for average students, if they who want to pass, only I want to pass, for those students, so superficially you can write it, no problem. But some students, they may have the intention, I have to get the good marks, I have to get the first position. If they have the intention, so they have to read for the all the questions in superficially, okay, IRB. But BIPC students, each and every topic you have to read. There is exemption for the regular BIPC students, okay. Now only bridge course students, only superficially you have to know the side headings, diagrams and each and everything. So then only you will get the more marks, okay. So describe disorders of respiratory. This is a question, is very important, repeated question, this one, okay. If you see there are 2 marks questions like a vital capacity, just you have to see the questions, okay. These questions you may read. So in that, some of the questions I have given according to like a Telugu previous papers. I have given Telugu medium students. So based on that, I have given some of the important answers for the this. I didn't give the 12 questions with answers, but I have given important questions with answers only. So let me see one by one here. Okay, so here they may ask conque. Okay, this is conque. If you see the, okay, conque is nothing but the terminal or conque. Okay, here the, why you are calling her that conque means either. So here the mainly the conque is having the, this is the one of the part of the it's mainly belongs to the nasal chambers. Nasal chambers is nothing but the nose, okay, lie above the, if you see that they lie above the palate. Palate is nothing but, this one is palate, okay, lie above the palate and are separated from each other by a nasal septum, okay. This is the nasal septum, this is a septum, okay. In between the two holes will be there, no? So the nasal septum is dividing the 2 holes of the nose, okay. Nasal septum, each nasal chamber can be differentiated into 3 parts, namely, so this nasal chambers also, it can be differentiated into 3 parts, namely vestibular part, which has hair. So it's consisting of the hair, that is called as a vestibular part. Just you have to just insert one finger, then only you can able to know, recognize the parts, okay. Next, sebaceous glands. First one is the vestibular part. Vestibular part, how we can identify, which consisting of the hair. Next one is sebaceous glands. These glands to prevent the entry of dust particles. Sometimes if unknowingly, if we exhale, inhaling anything, automatically we will sneeze and we will, okay, cough like this, okay. So here the sebaceous, when you are entering into the any like a dust particles into our body, like a body with the help of the nose, so it will, the sebaceous glands mainly, what is the purpose of the sebaceous glands? So anything will be inhaling into our body with the help of the nose, it will prevent the dust particles, entry of the dust particles. That is the main specialty of the sebaceous glands. So next one is the respiratory part, which is involved in the conditioning the temperature of inhaled air. So automatically everything is involved in the maintaining the temperature of the inhaled. So what will happen in the early morning, or sometimes we are inhaling the oxygen to our body. So this is the mainly maintaining the temperature of the inhaled air, okay. This is supported by 3 thin twisted bony plates called turbinals and conchae. So they may ask the 2 marks questions, what is the conchae, okay. You have to write, is a mainly 3 parts will be there, vestibular part and respiratory part and olfactory part, okay. It is also again it's divided into 3 parts, that is the like a it's mainly 3 thin twisted bony pals called turbinals and conchae, okay. So they may ask 2 marks questions, conchae means what, okay. Conchae, it's mainly involved in the condition of the temperature of inhaled air. It is supported by 3 thin twisted bony plates called turbinals. The 3 thin parts, what are the 3 thin parts here? Vestibular part and respiratory part and olfactory part. So these are all the mainly maintaining the temperature, preventing dust particles and which is consisting of the air. Okay, this is the specialty of the nasal chamber. They didn't ask direct nasal chambers. They may ask what is mean by concave or what is mean by terminals. Okay, then if you will get a question like that, you have tried these points. Okay, so next coming to them. Okay, so here the larynx, pharynx. So these are all like a human respiratory system. If they will, for BiPC students, I am telling, for BiPC students, if they will get the 8 marks questions will be there for the BiPC students. BGCO students, they don't have the 8 marks questions. If the BiPC students having the 8 marks questions, if they will get the normal structure of the respiratory system, they have tried it. So for those people, I have given this content. Okay, you have to able to draw and able to recognize and able to write the functions of the respiratory system. It's clear? Okay. So next coming to the vocal cords. Vocal cords means is mainly producing the voice. It will be helpful for speaking. Okay, it will give the high pitch voice. It's mainly with the help of the vocal cords only. It will be generating the sound. It will be helpful for the speaking. Okay, it's clear. Okay, larynx contains two types of vocal cords: false vocal cords and true vocal cords. Okay, false vocal cords is the mainly folds of mucous membrane which do not have a role in sound production. Okay, two types of the larynx contains two types of the vocal cords. It's a false and true. So false, it may not it may not be helpful in producing the sound, but only true vocal cords only it will giving the high pitch voice when you're talking with the people. It will produce the sound. Okay, it's clear. In this only I have given vocal cords. What is the specialty of the vocal cords? How many types of the vocal cords? Okay, for this is only this diagram is, if you don't have, if you don't know any question in the respiratory system, so what you have to do, you have to, if the any question will be come from the respiratory system, you have try, at least you are able to write the diagram, at least you will get the 1 mark. Okay, so that is the reason starting onwards I am telling you how to don't depend on the important questions and don't depend on the like a textbooks and all. You have to depend on the, you have to have the grip over the syllabus. So all the time in each and every moment or in each and every time the question paper may be come from the as per the syllabus of the intermediate. It's not for the textbooks actually. Okay, so that is the reason you have to thorough with the syllabus, not the textbook. Okay, textbook so many questions will be there, but in syllabus only like important, not only which is mainly related to the interboard, like what are the questions, all the questions will be come from the textbooks, even the syllabus, separate syllabus will be there. Okay, okay, next one is the here the, so already starting itself I have given these questions. No, what are the muscles are helpful for the like a mechanism of breathing. So this you have to write phrenic muscles and intercostal muscles and okay, anterior is nothing but the front part, dorsal is nothing but the back one. Okay, so when you are inhaling the air, automatically the dorsal of the ventral automatically it will dilating like this. Okay, so the mask is here. Okay, first I am giving the content. First of all, you have to go through the questions. Okay, based on that you have to, whatever I am providing this content, if you will see the questions, okay, after that you have to go through the content, then you will get the idea. This is the question, this is the answer. I don't have any time to provide the content, already I told. No, but even though you are going on requesting me, so that is the reason I try to provide this content for you people. Okay, respiratory volumes and capacities, they may ask 2 marks questions. Tidal volume, like abbreviations, TV means what, IRV means what, ERV means what, RV means what. It says especially for the BiPC, regular BiPC students. Okay, next one is the, okay, this 2 marks questions. Okay, oxygenation, tide, so bright red. Okay, 1 second. Either like this. Here the draw a neat diagram of oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. Okay, so that time you have to write this diagram. Okay, so once again I review the question of this diagram. Draw a neat diagram of oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. Curve is not like this will be there, no? Okay, so like this, it is called like this. This is known as a curve. Okay, so you have to write like this. Okay, so what are the how the curve will be this, starting like a 10, next 20, next 30, next 40, 50, 60, so going on rising. Okay, so this is the oxyhemoglobin saturations level. So according to, okay, according to content you have to write it. Okay, so they asked only diagram. Okay, so next, okay, next is alveoli means what, bone effect means was carbonic anhydrates. Okay, chemosensitive area, chloride shift, chloride. Okay, so they must here you have to check it. This is also important question here in this one. Chloride shift, exchange of gases, exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions between erythrocytes and plasma. It is known as a Hubbard's phenomenon. Chloride shift or Hubbard's phenomenon, you have to explain. They ask in 2 marks questions. Exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions between erythrocytes and plasma. It is known as a chloride shift. So I have given so many questions in this, but in this you have to, the very important question is the chloride shift. Okay, glottis means what, vocal cords means, thyroid cartilage means what, systemic exchange, respiratory rhythm center. At least 2 marks questions it may be important, especially by BP students is a very important. All those things you should not skip any questions. Okay, it's clear. For bridge course students, chloride shift, some of the according to your convenience you can read it. Okay, it's clear. So till now I discussed the completed the important questions with answers in zoology for the regular BPC as well as the intervocational with bridge course second year students in English for the English medium students. Okay, ఈ వీడియో కానీ మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. మరిన్ని వీడియోల కోసం నా ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయడం మర్చిపోకండి. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ వాచింగ్. జై హింద్, జై భారత్.